Welcome and thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Sean Conway and I'm a recycLA Zero Waste representative. Today, I'm going to be covering the topic, what is the recycLA Removing Barriers to Recycling program and how can it help my business or multifamily complex? Our webinar is brought to you by the City of Los Angeles recycLA program and the recycLA service providers, which include Athens Services, CalMet Services, NASA Services, Republic Services, Universal Waste Systems, Ware Disposal, and Waste Management. Let's get to know a little bit more about recycLA. In 2017, the City of Los Angeles launched an exciting new public-private partnership that, for the first time in history of the city, offers customer-friendly and efficient waste and recycling services to all commercial and industrial businesses, institutions, and large multifamily buildings of 5 units or more. This innovative program is part of the city's commitment to enhance the quality of life in Los Angeles by improving the air that we breathe, the roads that we travel, and the overall cleanliness of Los Angeles. recycLA will extend recycling opportunities to businesses and multifamily properties in the city, and will ensure stronger customer service, predictable and protected rates, much needed infrastructure, and equipment improvements. It moves us closer to achieving zero waste through pioneering waste reduction, reuse, recycling, and recovering programs. You may be asking, what's so important about recycLA and why should you participate? Well, California has numerous regulations requiring that businesses, institutions, and large multifamily complexes, 5 units or more, recycle, as well as other related activities such as reducing waste, reusing materials, and recovering and donating edible food. Ensuring that all businesses and multifamily complexes in the city of Los Angeles have convenient access to programs that comply is one of the driving factors behind recycLA. The recycLA website is a great place to find out information about recycLA, including the provider who services your area. When you visit recycla.com, hover over the Your Plan tab, and from the drop-down, you can select Service Map. Once on the map, you can see an overlay which provides the recycLA zones. If you are unsure about which zone your property is located, click on the lookup box in the upper right corner. Type in your address and the map will show you which zone your property is located in and provide you with your recycLA service provider's phone number. As a result of recycLA, in the first year, 74,500 customized waste assessments were completed. The recycLA service providers, or RSPs, also rescued 3,267 tons of edible food, and through their nonprofit food rescue partners, delivered it to people in need rather than taking it to landfills. The USDA estimates one meal equals 1.2 pounds, which means the amount of food rescued represents approximately 5.5 million meals. In 2019, the recycLA service numbers continue to grow, and thanks to recycLA and the service provider's commitment, there are currently over 500 near zero emission gas vehicles in service. On average, recycLA service providers collect 247,000 cubic yards of blue bin material every week. This much material could equate to filling the Pasadena Rose Bowl about halfway every week. Wow. All of these actions help to improve the quality of life in Los Angeles and allow our businesses and residents to be a part of the solution in reducing waste and pollution. Recycling should be accessible and convenient. The goal is to remove any barriers to recycling throughout the city of Los Angeles. The recycLA program does this by ensuring that all businesses and multifamily complexes have access to recycling and included as part of the trash service. The Removing Barriers to Recycling program eliminates all charges for recycling, such as distance fees for locating the recycling bin, further than 100 feet from the collection point, and access fees for recycling bins that require remote or keyed entry. And in addition to these benefits of recycling, you are entitled to free training and resources to help your property successfully implement a recycling program. Here is how the recycler removing barriers to recycling can help your business or multifamily complex save money. In our first example, we will look at a business that does not currently have recycling service and has no distance or access fees. In this example, the location has a 3 cubic yard trash bin emptied 2 times per week. This is equivalent of 6 cubic yards per week. This business is paying $433.77 per month. There are several options to right-size this account, but in this example, I will provide 2 options to compare. In the first option, let's assume the business is concerned about participation and contamination issues during the transition and does not want to reduce the amount of trash capacity. In this case, we will simply add an additional 2 cubic yard bin for recycling. Now the business still has 3 cubic yard trash bin emptied 2 times per week, but now also has a 2 cubic yard recycling bin that is also emptied 2 times per week, bringing the overall capacity to 10 cubic yards per week. The cost will remain the same at $433.77 per month, but the customer has an additional 4 cubic yards of service. Once this customer is comfortable that the contamination issues are minimized, they may want to change their service to the next example in order to reduce their trash collection costs. In our second example, this business will opt for a 4 cubic yard bin for trash and a 2 cubic yard bin for recycling serviced once per week. In this scenario, the overall cost will be reduced to $248.16, which represents a monthly savings of $185.61. In this example, we're going to show you a very similar service level, but instead this business is currently subject to both distance and access fees. The location still has one 3 cubic yard bin emptied twice per week, but because of a 105-foot push-out unlocked access fee, the property is paying $757.22 per month. Like in our previous example, if we add recycling, there is no cost increase or decrease. The recycling bin is not subject to distance or access fees, and the cost per month will remain consistent. However, in our second option, when we reduce the number of trash pickups to 1 time per week and add a recycling bin, the property will see a significant reduction in monthly costs. This is realized not only through the reduction in overall service subscription, but also because in this case, the business was able to reduce the number of weekly pickups that were subject to a distance and access fee, resulting in a $347.33 per month savings. Some of the most important features of the Removing Barriers to Recycling program are the resources and assistance available to help your recycling program succeed. You might be asking, how hard can it be to throw away recyclables into a recycling bin? Well, while it might seem simple, confusion and lack of consistent participation by tenants and employees can quickly turn your recycling bin into an unwanted problem. recycLA is designed to ensure that you have the assistance and resources you need. Your recycLA service provider can guide you through the process. The first step to success is to schedule your waste assessment. This assessment will allow your recycLA service provider to estimate what portion of your waste stream is recyclable and assist in right-sizing your service level. Your representative will walk you through the process and provide helpful information that can be shared with tenants and employees. Your recycLA service provider can also arrange to perform an on-site training so that your employees and tenants will get accurate information and have their questions answered. With the assistance of your recycLA service provider, you will have all the resources and training needed to launch a successful recycling program. Another way you can stay on top of your recycling program is with ongoing education for your tenants and employees. recycLA University is a partnership between your recycLA service provider and the City of Los Angeles. It is designed to provide ongoing opportunities to access training 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. This means as you experience tenant or employee turnover, you're never more than a click away from valuable retraining. Over the coming months, recycLA University will be creating several additional webinars that will share specifics on how to recycle correctly. These webinars will provide in-depth recycling training specific to various business industries or types. Stay tuned to your quarterly newsletter or follow your service provider on social media to find out when new webinars are available. You can also check recycla.com for a list of available webinars. If you have questions about today's webinar, you will have the opportunity to submit questions and comments. Following this webinar, please complete the survey and a service representative from your recycLA service provider will contact you. We hope you found today's webinar useful. There is no shortage of ways to find out more information about how your business or multifamily complex can plug into the services and resources available through the recycLA Removing Barriers to Recycling program. If you would like more information or to request a waste assessment at your property, please call 1-800-773-2489. Contact your service representative or go to recycla.com and request the recycLA presentation.